Nice. It looks like Borelli and Fagnan, right? I don't know if they brought a second goalie. And we're back as we have game 2 between the New Haven Fire Ants and the New England Insanity. Pair of New England teams going at it here. The Fire Ants looking to clinch this one out in 2 games. They won early in the day 4-2. Close game, open net goal sealed it. Let's take a look at our crew for today. As we introduce everybody. I'm Dave Gardner alongside Johnny Quigg, Ryan Hayes, and Jimmy Celeste. That is the crew bringing you today's game. Thanks to everybody for tuning in, that has tuned in over the weekend. Today we're recording some of the games. Right, Jimmy?
Yeah.
And we will have them up on YouTube over the coming week. Something about video, guys. It takes like overnight to upload one game. Yeah, it does.
Really?
So, yeah.
That's a long
An
time.
hour-long game. It's an hour. I mean, an hour. It's a whole night to get it up and going. And we got a trip right off the bat on the Ants as Vaslat was moving in off the draw. He tried to kick the puck forward and going to the box. Joseph Barnes right off the bat. We played 5 seconds, and New England goes on the advantage. I'd like to thank Richie Rich from the Empire State Legends for the monsters that he supplied to keep us going throughout the weekend.
Yeah, he definitely came through in the clutch for us.
He did, and that's what he does for the Ratcast. Salisbury with it now, and he dishes it off and gets the return pass as New England's going to set up their man advantage. Pass across, comes off the sideboards. Taking their time, New England is. Out of Salisbury. Lets the drive go, and he fanned on it. Jacobella's trying to get there, but it's going to be Mark Miller pushing it up. And Conrad Alicki has it. Alicki for New Haven. Dangerous pass on the side to Penna. Penna trying to go back to Alicki, but Salisbury got a stick on it, and Mark Miller fans on it. Rolls in on the goaltender shot, and it just went wide. Some sloppy play by the Ants led to a terrific chance by the Insanity. That was Vaslat. Alicki moving in. Alicki short-handed shot and a save by Fagnan. Big mark in the goal, making the save. Now Vaslat up to Jacobellis. Jacobellis moving in. The left-handed shot goes wide. Tough angle. And shot was a save by Josh Borelli. And Alicki again. Over to Miller. This is Mark Miller. Shot. Saved by Fagnan. So each team getting chances during this special teams play.
Yeah, so far it's been up and down, and it's been one team's on a power play.
Jacobellis moving in, but he loses it. Taken away by Penna. Penna now 2-on-1 with Alicki if they hurry. Penna moving in. Wrist shot, and he hit the post. Mikey Penna got a lot on that one. Puck coming right in front of the bench. Barnes was banging on the boards. And another trip coming, this time on Alicki. So one penalty is going to expire and another will begin. And a couple of gifts for the Insanity to start this game. Teams are playing 5-on-4. Ferroli pass across. Salisbury, his shot, score! So during the delayed call, while on the 5-on-4, New England goes up 1-0 on the blast by Kevin Salisbury.
Yeah, that was a big goal from the New England Insanity.
Yeah.
As the penalty clock expired, they turn around and score on a delayed penalty.
So Insanity, thanks to 2 power plays to start the game, go up 1-0. And the Ants push it in deep. This is Adrian Gajor. Gajor with it now. Gajor holds. Threw a screen shot, and he hit his own man in front. That was Corey Harrison. Harrison now to Gajor. Gajor sends it in front. That hit a stick. Comes all the way back to the point. And Hasselberger picks it up for the Ants. Now up on the sideboards to Harrison. Harrison, he tried to make a pass and lost it. And the Insanity control it now. Jarrett Allen with a long drive. It's going to miss everything. Picked up by Hasselberger. Hasselberger actually ran into his own man, and Kyle Berube's going to send it all the way back to Allen. Allen to Berube. Back to Allen. New England up 1-0. New England in the black jerseys. New Haven in the schnazzy yellows. With a big, long, stretched out numbers. Love those numbers as a broadcaster.
Yeah, they make it very easy, very clear.
Boussier up the wing to Harrison. Harrison now a drop pass, and blast now is blocked and goes wide. Hasselberger letting that one go and hit a stick. And Berube now. Berube up over center, a left-handed shot going to the left wing. Berube going around everybody. Sends it in front, but nobody home but Corey Harrison of the Ants. He gives it over to Boussier. Boussier shot blocked by Allen. Hops up in the air. Berube plays it to himself. Berube flipping it up. Couldn't get the friendly hop, and here come the Ants the other way. Shot saved by Fagnan. Rebound, they jam at it. Fagnan keeps the pad down, keeps the puck out of the net. Puck behind the New England goal. Nobody can get it. Now Butterfield trying to get away from Boussier. Butterfield trying to play it up and finally does. Gets it to Beaudet. Beaudet's pass was hit a skate. Hits another skate. Beaudet gets it back. Beaudet gets it back again. The puck just won't go away. Beaudet moving in. Past the Butterfield and went right by him. Oh, that was crazy, guys. It just kept going right back to Beaudet. And that was shot, and that goes wide as Joseph Boussier took one for the Ants. Puck sitting on the back of the net right now. And the referee is going to blow the whistle. And some pushing and shoving. Jacobellis giving a shove with Harrison. I don't know what that was all about. I mean, you know, it's not like anyone's paying for the net down there. You can whack the back of the net, I guess, right?
I'm like 18 hours late.
And so our order of Gatorade arrives. Thank you, sir.
Better late than never. Thanks, buddy. Nice job on the first win.
And reports out of Feastville, Delco lost the first elite game.
Here we go, big way.
2-on-1, pass across. Vaslet picks it up but wide of the net, sends it all the way back to Jacobellis for New England. So all three Delco teams have lost game one out in Feasterville.
Oh, and the Cougars 1-2?
Yep, we got a 4-3 OT win by the Nightmare, a 5-3 Cougars win, and a 5-2 Liberty win. All the scores out in Feasterville today. Out here we had a 4-2 New Haven win. They're looking to close it out here, but they trail 1-0. We have a 4-3 Long Island 495 is blue. And it's 7-3 in favor of Long Island and the elite.
Not running the show. Like, I'm trying to help you out, and I keep getting pulled into team stuff. So.
New Haven now kicking it back to their own end. They're going to throw this one in deep. Right behind the net. Right now, front shot. That one's going to go wide. And now here come the Insanity. Insanity now moving it out of their own end. That's Kevin Salisbury. Into the offensive zone. Tries to make a move, and he's stopped by Mark Miller. This one's a shot from the top of the slot. This one's going to get stopped. Rebound still loose. And the Ants will take it away. 3-2 now coming into the offensive zone. Tries to make a pass, but this one's just going to go to the corner. This one shot is going to be hit behind the glass. And still coming. Looking for a jam. Shot from the slot. Saved by Fagnan. Excuse me. Hands tries. This one swept away, but kicks back to the tee. Shot saved by Fagnan. And Insanity will dump it out. A clearing attempt will turn into a scoring chance. Moves in, shot, and he scores! New England Insanity, a desperation clearing attempt turns into a breakaway, and they will cash in. That is Garrett Vasslet netting the second goal for the New England Insanity. New England Insanity black with just over 5:20 to play.
It's a good example of defense turning into offense right there with Fagnan making a couple of big saves.
Yeah, that was quite the desperation attempt. And New England Insanity moving into the offensive zone, tries to make the move, and that one's taken away by Joseph Barnes. Barnes still holding. He's going to kick it over. Moving to the top. The shot now, he's going to try an outside shot. This one's going to hit the side of the net and go wide. Barnes battling in the corner. He's going to dump it off to one of his teammates, and we are still tied up, and Insanity will come out with it. This Insanity now pushing it out of their own end. They're going to dump it the length of the rink. And that is Ryan Hasselberger back to get it. But taken away by Insanity Black. 2-on-1 shot saved by Borelli. And he's going to kick it out to the rest of his Fire Ants. And here come the Fire Ants on the charge. Nice move in front. Shot saved by Fagnan. And that was Joseph Barnes coming in at attempt. Now here comes Insanity back in the offensive zone. This one's going to be thrown wide. Saved by Borelli. This one goes to the corner. And here come the Fire Ants. Kicked out along the wall. Barnes still battling for it. So far, a lot of up and down action, Hayes.
Yes, indeed. Both teams getting a lot of chances. Both goalies having to come up with some big saves.
That was a drive and a save by Fagnan, and that's going to go out of play. And we will have a face-off to the right of Fagnan. 3:41 left to go. If you're just joining us, New England Insanity Black 2, New Haven Fire Ants 0.
Good showing from the Insanity right here after losing a close one in Game 1. They're coming out very strong in the opening half here, coming out to a commanding 2-0 lead.
Yeah, it looks like Johnny Ryder's got them going this game. This one's one back to the corner for New England Insanity. Coming out from behind the net now, that's Christian Icabellis. Now here comes Insanity in the offensive zone. Shot! This one's just going to go wide. Tries to step in from the top of the slot. That was Garrett Vasslet. Vasslet still holding now. Charges back into the offensive zone. Makes a move. Looks like he took a stick, but might have just tripped on his own. Now here come the Fire Ants. Shot saved by Fagnan. And the Fire Ants will play this one behind the net. So far, it's been a real straight brawl in the corner. Everybody not conceding an inch. Beautiful move. Shot saved by Fagnan. And that was Adrian Gager on the move. Takes it out from behind the net. Shot off the post. Fagnan, not enough time to react to that one.
Fire Ants just can't catch a break right now. It's either Fagnan making a huge save or now they're catching iron.
Shot scores! That was Garrett Vasslet coming in from the right side, and he's going to beat Borelli with a wrist shot. And we now have a 3-0 New England Insanity Black lead. Jimmy, you get the replay on that one? All right, let's see what we got here. That was a nice shot by Vasslet. Looks like he beat him. Looks like he beat him between the pads. Face-off coming now with just 2:20 to play left in the first half of this minor series playoffs. New Haven still leading to 1-0. New Haven now playing in the corner. It's a jousting match for the puck. This one's going to get tipped up back to New England Insanity. Insanity now, that is Trevor Butterfield moving with it in the corner. Butterfield dumps it in low. Still cycling around. He's going to take a shot. Borelli's going to catch him in the glove, and it's still up in the air. And this one's going to come to the behind the net. Ants take it out from the corner. This one's going to come in. Oh, he's looking for a shot, but he's going to lose it. That was Ryan Hasselberger. And New England Insanity comes down with a quick shot. Borelli's there for the save. And we will have a face-off to the left of Borelli.
You almost feel like the Fire Ants just want this first half to be over right now. Talk about nothing going right. It's not that they're playing a bad period either. They started off with a tripping penalty 5 seconds in on an unfortunate call. And then right as that penalty expires, they get another tripping penalty. And then on their best scoring chance, they hit iron, and then it's a goal the other way 10 seconds later.
Yeah, that's never easy when a bounce just doesn't go your way. New Haven Fire Ants. Breaking the Dolphins. Shot scores! Mark Miller of New Haven is going to get them on the board. We now have a 3-1 game with 1:16 left to play in the first half. That was a nice shot by Miller.
That's a nice shot by Miller and a huge goal for New Haven. Just as I was just saying, nothing was going right for them in this first half. That's a huge goal to get them feeling that they got things moving in the right direction and they're over the hump right now.
New England Insanity is going to need to hold on for another half in minute 16. Barnes trying to work it into the corner. Still moving with it. We see his name quite a bit, Barnes. Barnes over to Miller. Miller's going to wind up a shot. That one's going to go wide. And Insanity's going to hang on for the rebound. Now Barnes takes it away. Still holding, plays it down low. Here come the Fire Ants. Shot saved by Fagnan. This one's going to get kicked in skates. Tries to throw it in front for Barnes. Can't quite get it there. That was a Licky. Trying to make a move. And, oh, we got a New England Insanity. That is Joey Ferroli taking a spell, and Fagnan will cover the puck. 36.1 to go. 3-1 game. New England Insanity black. New Haven Fire Ants.
Ferroli just making sure his goaltender's still paying attention.
Drive from the point. This one's going to get blocked in front and sent the length of the rink. Borelli comes out to play it to Miller. Miller's going to dump it off. Now here comes Barnes. Barnes hanging on, almost crashed into his own man. And this one's taken away by Insanity. That is Kevin Icabellis. Icabellis coming in 3-on-1. If they hurry, shot saved by Borelli. And they're going to pick up the rebound. Shot another kicked away by Borelli. Throws another pass. Another one. This one's going to be blocked in front. And we got one coming away holding his face. It looks like that's Joseph Barnes.
Doesn't look like there were any penalty calls made right there, though.
No penalty, but that is going to do it for our first half. New England Insanity black 1. New Haven Fire Ants 1. And we will be back with the second half next.
And so we're back. Second half action. Great job, Quiggy and Hayes. Carrying the team here a little bit. 3-1 our score. New England up by a pair as they try to stay alive and force a game 3 later on today.
That was an excellent first half by the New England Insanity Black as they came away with a 3-1 lead. A lot of big goals from Insanity.
So the teams will swap ends. We'll get those snazzy yellow jerseys down on our side this time. Moving in now, snapshot, waffle saved by Borelli is moving in. Right on the play was Brian Bodette for New England. Bodette picking up the pass from the New Haven bench. They move it around. Teams are skating 4-on-4. Allen with a shot, kicked aside by Borelli. Picked up on the sideboards by Bodette, sends it back to Allen. Just underway, second half. As mentioned, 3-1 our score in New England as they try to force a game 3. Coming up next, we have Long Island versus Long Island, red versus blue. No, it's not Halo. It is roller hockey action, minor league action. And then coming up later, we have the Long Island Elite versus the Empire Legends Elite. And guys, we were talking about how we feel Long Island's not going to win another game the rest of the way, right?
That's what we were saying. We figure they've spent their due.
It all starts on defense, we were talking too, right? Yeah, Johnny Moe up here in the booth, tuning in, giving a little bit of ribbon, as we always do. Gajor with it now. Gajor dishing it off on the wing to Harrison. Harrison backhand pass in front, going back to Gajor. That didn't work. Hasselberger moves in, shot in a glove save by Fagnan. In front, nobody can get it. Hasselberger moving up, keeps the puck in for Hartford. Hartford. Wow, that was something else. New Haven. Shot and a tip shot. That just went wide, going back door. Corey Harrison sneaking. Another save by Fagnan. He's busy down there right now, and he hangs on. 3-1 our score, and right now, boys, New Haven ramping up the pressure.
Yeah, Coach Levesque looks like he's inspired his team, and they're coming up the second half, and they're coming out with a purpose. They need to get back into this game.
Puck into the New Haven zone. Vaslat with it. Vaslat goes behind the net. Vaslat has had a strong series this weekend for New England. Sends it back to Yakabellis.
Yeah, he's got a goal in this game as well.
Yakabellis up over center.
That bar in the right,
Yakabellis behind the net. Yakabellis cruising all the way back to center. It's kind of like a NASCAR race out there right now.
What happened to the blue lever?
So Yakabellis has done a complete lap with the puck and now gets it up. Shot and just whistles wide by Vaslat. Salisbury swooping in. Salisbury had a great goal earlier in the playoffs. Vaslat loses it to Penna. Penna swoops away from Salisbury. And here comes the Fire Ants. Penna pushing it up, looking for a tip in front. Didn't get it. Had Phil Switage in front. And Phil couldn't get a stick on it. Now Mark Miller. He skates away from Ferroli. Ferroli might have got away with a tug. No, he did not. I was looking at the two officials at the far end, but the third guy off on the side over here. Big Mark, the Joker, is going to call him for the hook.
Yeah, and this is going to be a big power play, too, for New Haven.
Yeah, 9:04 to play, down by a pair. They need to get back in this thing with a goal.
I think we're boring Mosenson.
I think he was coming up here to steal our monsters. We'll get ready for the drop down to the right of goaltender Mark Fagnan. New England short-handed. Yakabellis tries to push it up, but Penner swoops in and keeps it in at the center line. Gajor on the sideboards, battling Yakabellis. Gajor trying to get away from Salisbury. Gajor flips it back to Penner at the point. Penner out there with Barnes and gets it over to Barnes. Barnes sends it over to Gajor. Gajor throws it in front to hit a stick, and Yakabellis flips it out. Knocked down by Barnes. Barnes holds. Barnes trying to get away from Yakabellis, and he does. Now to Gajor going back in front, and that hit a skate. And Vaslat trying to break, couldn't do it. He had 3 ants on him. He was having a picnic over there. Now Barnes going in, backhand shot. That might have hit the post. Penna with a chance. Penna shot and a save by Fagnan. The puck is loose. Penna digs it out, placed it in front. Open that chance and a save by Fagnan. Couldn't lift it. Now Vaslat coming the other way, short-handed, and a penalty coming up. It's touched up. They're going to make the call. A little whack on the breakaway. And they're indeed going to make the call.
Fagnan, unbelievable down the other end.
Yeah.
Not one save, not two saves, but makes three great saves.
And the puck come out to Gajor with the goaltender down. He just couldn't lift it. So we have a power play. Well, Nuxie 3-on-3, I should say. This is going to be 3-on-3 for 49 seconds. On the draw, rolled right in on Borelli. He's got to cover up. Oh, and Miller just decks Salisbury as he's cruising through the slot. He just kind of caught him just right. He clipped him on the shoulder. And Salisbury did a little spin around or ends up on the ground. Like Miller's kind of just defending the crease, and Salisbury come in kind of hot.
Yeah, that was a tough one for Salisbury. You don't want to really see yourself getting thrown down.
Yeah, more of an ego boost than anything.
Yeah.
A little bruised ego. So Jacobellis behind his own net, 7:35 to go. Teams are skating 3-on-3 for right now. Vaslap puts on the brakes. He falls down along with Penna. Plays it back to Jacobellis. He's trying to kill off the last 11 seconds, and then New England will be on an abbreviated man advantage for about 1:10. Salisbury with it now, 1-on-1. Salisbury with a drive, and it goes high and wide over the New Haven net. New Haven controls now. Now they're short-handed for the next 1-on-1. Miller giving chase, but getting there ahead of him was Jacobellis. Miller steals, though. Miller trying to cut to the front of the net, short-handed. Miller controls, sends it across to Alicki. Alicki didn't get it clean. Alicki spins away, trying to send it to Miller. That hit a stick. And here comes New England. There's Ferrelli playing it back to the point to Jacobellis. Jacobellis with a drive that hit a shin pad. Mark Miller with a block. Alicki with it on the sideboards. Mark Miller picks it up. 30 to go. Any man advantage. Miller to Penna. Penna short-handed shot. And hit him right in the sweet spot. With the mask of that Insanity logo.
New Haven, even on the penalty kill, coming in for some great chances.
Yeah, they are. Vaslap moving in, cuts to the center. Vaslap creating some space shot. Nice save by Borelli. Power play chance by the Insanity. They got 7 to go.
That was a big save there by Borelli. He just came, Vaslap came right across the slot. Borelli equal to the task.
So, man out of the box. Teams are 4-on-4. New England moving in. Shot, kick save by Borelli. Got the pad down. Alicki trying to move, but had it taken away nicely. Jamie Ferroli coming in and stealing that one, getting it back to Jacobellis. 5:33 to go. New England up by a pair.
So far, it's been a back-and-forth game. New Haven, though, they've got to put one in soon.
Yeah, they need 2. There's Alicki now to Barnes. Barnes with a move. Barnes with a great chance. Barnes moving in. Shot and a save by Fagnan. And he's been marvelous here in game 2.
Yeah, Fagnan so far this game, he's really stood on his head. It's a 1 goal that's going to separate him from a shutout, but he's earned that 1 goal.
Shot from the point, saved by Fagnan as Boussier got one on the net. Pass in deep, can't connect with Hasselberger. Hasselberger now pushes it in front, couldn't connect with Gajor. And the Ants do control the puck now, 4:42 to play. Boussier in his zone pushes it up the center, trying to connect with Barnes. Instead, swooping in was Gajor. Passed in front for Barnes. Couldn't quite get it to him. Barnes now picks it up on the sideboards. Sends it back to Hasselberger. Back to Barnes. Barnes with Gajor in front. Barnes goes behind the net. Plays it back to Boussier. Boussier to drive, and he scores! Might have been tipped in front. We got to see if indeed it was tipped. But the New Haven Fire Ants gentlemen have cut the lead now to 3-2. Let's take a look at it. It's going to come back to Boussier at the point. He's going to let it go. Yeah, might have just beat him clean, short side.
Yeah, that was a short side goal. It didn't touch anybody.
So at 4:16 to play, it's now a 1-goal game. Iacobellis now up over center. Iacobellis moving in, strong on a stick. Iacobellis shot save, trying to go short side on Borelli. Iacobellis passed in front, that hit a skate. Skated away by Alicki. Alicki long pass up the wing, and here come the Ants. Drive by, just saved by Fagnan. Gajor going far side. Pass to Vaslat now, working on Penna. Vaslat behind the net. New England controls, but Mark Miller swoops in to try to get away from Ferrelli. Couldn't do it. Miller battles Ferrelli. Ferrelli gets the puck now, trying to throw it at the net. Kicked out to Alicki. Alicki now to Gajor. Gajor 1-on-2. Gajor trying to go through Vaslat. Couldn't do it. Salisbury back there as well. And now New England breaks it out. 1-on-2. Borelli throws it at the net. It took a funny hop, and Borelli had to be sharp in the net. Now here comes Penna with just over 3 to go. Penna moving in, shot, net deflects wide. Alicki behind the net for the Ants. Alicki has it. Alicki trying to go over to Penna, and it hit a skate. Nobody covering Penna in front of the New England net for a second.
This is a tough part of the game. Nobody can afford to make a mistake.
No. Alicki now trying to get back to Penna. Fanned on his pass, and there's a breakaway chance all alone. Moving in, backhand shot, hit the post, and he scores! Vaslat! His shot hit the post, and then hit the arm of Borelli, and dropped in behind the goal line, just inside the post. And New England goes up by 2 again late.
Yeah, that was a tough one for Borelli. He played the angle well, it caught the end of the post, and one thing goaltenders hate is when it bounces right back off them and in. Now here comes New England back in their own end. New England now taken away by the Fire Ants. Irons tries a backhand move, shot. That one's going to be blocked away by the defense and pushed around the boards.
Yeah, down just over 2 minutes to go, a 2-goal lead. Bodette pushes it up, but Berube, he takes a bump. Barnes spinning around in a circle. He made 2 or 3 spins and now gets it and sends it back into his own zone to Hasselberger. New Haven down 4-2 now after just cutting the deficit to 1. Shot goes wide. Barnes on the boards, picks it up. Sends it back to Penna. Penna trying to go back to Barnes. Nice play. Barnes moving in. Barnes might have been hooked. Barnes throws it at the net. Fagnan with the poke check in front. Gajot with a shot. Saved by Fagnan.
Fagnan coming up big again at the end of this half. He's really holding it down for his team.
He is. 4-2 our score. Minute 37 to go. And we could be looking at a game 3 here. Coming up later today at 2 o'clock. Or earlier. No, it would be 2 o'clock. Timeout.
Yeah, Johnny Ryder's down there in his snazzy blazer.
Yes, I know we can get a shot of John Ryder down there on the Insanity bench. He's got his very familiar red jacket on. Nice job there, Hazer. Look at the tunes being played down there. The teams come back out for the 30-second timeout somehow turns into 3 minutes, huh?
Seems like it.
We're used to that name on the show. Kind of turns into a TV timeout. Jimmy, you get that last goal? Want to fire up that last goal by New England, the breakaway by Vaslat? Here it is. Nice pass up. Here comes Vaslat moving in now. It's going to be, shot's going to hit the post, hit the goalie, and bounce in.
Yeah, Vaslet's some great speed in the offensive zone. Nice move as well.
I believe I completed the hat trick for him.
Yeah, that might be a hattie for Vaslat. Barnes trying to go around Yakabellis. Yakabellis with a big reach, pokes the puck wide. Barnes in front. Scooped away. Barnes throws it at the net. Shot saved by Fagnan. Short side. Miller at the point now. Goaltender goes to the bench. It's a 5-on-4. The minute 12 to go. Coming off the bench was Adrian Gajour. He's going to go to the front of the net. This is Penna with it now. Penna throws it in there looking for a bounce. That was blocked, and it's going to be scaled out just wide of the open net. Actually, the net's off the peg down over here. I don't know if the referee sees that.
Yeah, I don't think it was ever returned after Borelli bounced one off his arm.
Yeah, maybe. So the Fire Ants need two. They jam it in front. Fagnan again making some saves. I wonder if that's a little trick there to play the net off like that. And if they score on the open net, they can wave off the goal. No? I don't know. That's like black helicopter stuff, I guess.
It's an interesting strategy.
Coming up next, Long Island 495 is red and blue. They'll play game two. Penna with it. Penna moving in. His shot deflects and goes out of play with 34.8 to go. Sideshow Bob all over that scoreboard.
He's really got some good tunes going, too.
I wonder if he's doing all that. No, he's got two in the box over there. Him and another guy.
I'm just going to give him all the credit.
I didn't think he could do it all himself. Maybe he could.
I'm still going to give him all the credit.
Yeah, good job. Salisbury plays it into the Fire Ant zone. Mark Miller back, and it's looking like we got a game 3 coming up later today here in the Tier 2 playoffs. Fagnan blocking a shot. Long shot towards the open end. That bounces wide. 16 to go. Long drive knocked away by Yakabellis. A licky of the shot. That just goes wide. Vaslat had it poked off of his stick. Penna shot saved by Fagnan. 3-2 and 1. And folks, we got a game 3 coming up later today between New Haven and New England. So the final score, New England 4, New Haven 2. And we will see you at 2 o'clock for game 3. Coming up next, Long Island versus Long Island, red versus blue in game 2. And blue took the first one 4-3. Let's see if they can complete the sweep here in game 2.